Hi everyone, Nadia Touches here, and I am live from my cell phone from Workout Anytime Fitness. And today we're going to talk about, guess what? What about fitness? So if you are watching live, go ahead and type in watching live, maybe on the place where you're watching from. Always fun to know where we all live. And if you're watching on replay, go ahead and type in replay. Whew, what a conversation, what a conversation. And please, if you know anyone who would like to talk on the different health topics, invite them to our Friends in Health Facebook group. It is non-promotional, but closed group for daily motivation and inspiration. All right, well, how about we just gonna start? And I'm actually standing here in a conference room, but outside of the window there's a lot of equipment, and we're actually going to walk around and look at the equipment and see what's possible for our fitness. How does that sound? Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining. My name is Nadia Touch. I'm a certified health, life and fitness coach. I help men and women in the 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit in clothes they want to fit and keep it this way through a transformation of lifestyle and habit change. I'm also a passionate advocate of Shaklee products beyond organic quality for your everyday use. So I'm standing here in the conference room. We just went out of power, so it's a little bit dark, but it's one of the quietest places without knocking all the weights. But we are going to walk around the gym. Why? Because we are going to talk about the fitness. What about fitness? Thank you so much for joining. So feel free to share the group Friends in Health with anyone who would like daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey. This group is for that. You can see the light is changing on and off. And also, if you like topics like this, hello, feel free to join my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. And videos like this uploaded there. You can just click little bell on the right and you will be updated with videos as soon as possible, as soon as they're uploaded there. Also, healthy newsletter. You can subscribe through nadiatouch.com/newsletter. Don't worry, I will post all these links underneath this video. And just a couple of days ago, I posted inside of our Friends in Health Facebook group, who would like a fitness challenge? The reason I posted it, because if you are one of the people who would like a fitness challenge, I'd like to have your ideas. Idea number one, what will be the structure that you feel will be beneficial for you? 5 days, 7 days, 1 month, what will that be? Last year in July, we actually did, I believe we called it movement challenge. That's where we moved no matter what we did, even if it's just 1 mile walk, 3 times a day, and then we report it inside the group. How does that sound? So if you have a different structure that you feel will be beneficial for you, let me know. And also, what goal would you like to reach based on the challenge? So I really need ideas, and we will do our best to implement it. All right, how about we start? What about the fitness? Seems like a very hot topic nowadays, isn't it? So many gyms all over the world, and fitness seems to be one of the very, very high demand conversations and needs, maybe including nutrition, isn't it? Why is fitness so hot right now? I would answer because pretty much most of us, almost all of us, want to lose some kind of pounds, isn't it? We want to lose weight, so the first thing we think about, let's diet and exercise, isn't it? Who is with me? Maybe you have a particular goal. Maybe you want to build some muscle. Maybe you want to run your 5K, maybe for general fitness. But most of us, I think about losing those 20 pounds, isn't it? All right, if you relate with what I'm saying, go ahead and type in, I hear you. Whether you know someone, maybe it's you, I hear you. And the tricky part in this fitness realm is what exactly to do for your body, how to even start safely, what structure, what system to use. Is there a plan you can follow? How to sustain the exercise, how to progress, how to exercise so you can actually reach your goal. So who is with me? Do you have a particular question, by the way, about exercise? If you do, go ahead and type it in. I will be very curious to know. I hear you. All right, thank you. Another question is, when I walk in the gym, what do I do? How do I use that equipment in a way it's safe, right, and helps me to reach the goal? How do I use the other stuff? There are weightlifting machines, there are free weights, there are all sorts of equipment in the gym. How do I utilize in a safe way? Who will tell me? If you're there, one of the best ways to ask a fitness professional. Set up the time if it's available and just talk to them. Hey, if you live nearby, East Plano, Texas, I'm right here. Work out anytime in the morning. All right, folks. So if you have any questions about the fitness, type in right now. Now is your chance. Let's talk about fitness. What about it? Now, looking back in old times, really centuries ago, especially Eastern culture, looks like when we talk about health and natural, we take Eastern cultures as example in many areas, isn't it? They don't exercise, especially in the past, like crazy like we do here. They moved around a lot, we walked around a lot, we hunted, we would go to the river to get some water. So it was all about the movement. The bodies were not crazily exercising at the gym. There were no gyms in old times. And people were healthy here. So it's not the gym that will get you to your wellness goal. It's of course, what you do. It's the movement. So let's talk about the exercise as the movement. It's really, I almost put them exercise versus movement. How can you move and sustain that movement for the rest of your life? Of course, depending on your ability, your age, etc., and your goals. And let me really step back, and if we're looking into the weight management, I would say don't turn to the gym as number one. If we are looking into the weight loss, particularly fat mass we're talking about, you really want to ask yourself a question. Question number one, pay attention. Do I sleep enough? In the sleep, body restores, rejuvenates, creates hormones that help you lose weight. Question number two, how is my diet? How is my diet? Am I eating in the way I can actually lose weight? All right, that's a big topic, isn't it? And number three, am I moving? When I'm moving, exercising, am I doing it in the way that it helps me lose weight? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about fitness. So the point number one for me, for you, is what is your goal? Really know what your goal is. And actually, most important than just knowing your goal is why do you want to lose? Oh, I was going to say you want to lose those pounds. What your goal is and why. Do you want to move around because you want to keep up with your grandchildren? Do you want to be flexible because you want to climb a particular mountain? I'm just speaking on top of my head. Or do you want to condition yourself so you can actually run that first 5K, maybe a half marathon in the future? Why do you actually want to run it? Maybe because, you know, if you do it, you're so capable of so many things in life. It gives you self-confidence. When you're self-confident, what else is available in your life? So really ask yourself, why? So who is with me? Did you get your why? Go ahead and type in, I know my why. And do you have a goal? Go ahead and type in, I know my goal. My next question to you is, do you have a system to follow through to reach your goal? Do you have a system? You know, here in the fitness industry, we really dive deep into not only your goal, your why, but really how to. And we're actually going to cover it today. Very important point is knowing the timeline, how your body is adjusting once you start exercising, walking into the gym. You're really changing a habit, isn't it? Especially if you've never exercised, or you've never exercised in the way you started. Let's say if you started with a personal trainer. So there are certain timelines that you've got to understand that your body needs to have to adjust to a new habit. We call it 3 phases of habit change. I do have my why, my goal, and thanks to you, I have a system. Thank you. So 3 phases of habit change, including the fitness. The first one, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks, is really a foundational phase. That's where your body is just getting used to the proper form, proper exercise, just the way to exercise. And if you do it with a fitness trainer, it's really the best way, because they will help you with your form, they will help you how to do it properly. You're just adjusting. This phase is really the most challenging, because this first 4 to 6 weeks, your mind might be screaming at you. You're waking up in the morning, you know you've got an appointment at 6 a.m. and your mind is like, I do not want to go. So it's really important at this phase to have accountability, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your friend, whether it's a coach who's waiting for you. Accountability is everything. And expect that it's from 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the person. It's just an adjustment stage, foundation stage, where it's the hardest not to listen to your mind or your brain. The second phase is where you start noticing physical changes, your shape of the body is changing, you have more energy, you're kind of excited because you see the progress. It's important to keep going. You know that actually most of us, we step on the treadmill expecting to lose weight. Maybe we walk for about 4 weeks, body loses some pounds, maybe 5-10 pounds, and then what happens? I'm referring to the first stage. The body is a creature of habit. It adjusts and you stop losing your pounds because you're still on the stage 1. Most people lose motivation and stop exercising at that stage number 1. So knowing that, you can expect that your mind is going to tell you not to exercise. Your body may adjust and maybe you'll hit some plateau. So expect that. What can you do? Keep going, keep adjusting different exercises, different strength, different weights, different approaches. Really important to talk to the coach so they can explain to you in more details, but create the system in the way that your body is constantly adjusting to the exercise, so you never really hit plateau or weight loss. You keep going gradually. So instead of a roller coaster, you're gradually going from the weight that you've got now to the body and the weight that you want to have. The magic happens on the phase 3. That's ongoing or maintenance phase. That's where you've got your knowledge, you can utilize it on your own. You really can keep going on your own, maybe even without accountability, because you've gotten through so much already. You can be accountable to yourself, and more than anything, the body has created a habit. For the body is now is just a part of who you are in your life. You're going to do it anyway. Isn't it magical? So expect those 3 phases to happen. No matter where you're just starting exercise, continue, maybe doing something new, or maybe you've got a new goal. Maybe you've got a new fitness goal. Okay, so anyone, any comments? What do you hear so far? How do these 3 phases of habit change occur to you or land on you? So the next point I'd like to make is, it's for all of us, but especially if you have those extra pounds that you want to lose. What I hear a lot is walking on the treadmill expecting to lose weight. Well, you burn calories, but do you know that you actually tapping into that fast fat burn? We do not want to lose our muscle. What we want to lose is our fat pounds. So there is a science into it, how to do it. Walking the treadmill for 40 minutes is not going to do it. So there are 3 aspects of the fat mass loss. So it's like a triangle, if I can say. On the one side, hey folks, nutrition can't do anything. Nutrition, you are what you eat. If you want to lose some fat, eat for losing weight. On the left side of the triangle is strength training. So yes, it is your fitness, strength training. It's very important to start with a professional if you've never exercised, but there are certain ways that you can start the strength training. So let me see where I actually have that note. Okay, and I'm going to come back to that. You'll probably say, okay, so what about the strength training? On the bottom of the triangle is cardio. It's that, not the cardio where you will walk on the treadmill for a long time. It's the high intensity cardio where you maybe for 30 seconds you're huffing and puffing. Maybe it's a short sprint of 20 seconds. Maybe it's hitting the wall with a special bounce ball, where it's very high intensity, very short time, and then you recover. Here in the gym, we actually have a program, it's called Sprint 8. By the way, if anybody is interested in this high intensity cardio, let me know, put it in the comments, say high intensity, and I will send you the article. The science of the high intensity cardio is your body taps into anaerobic activity. That's where you don't have enough time to create or consume oxygen from the air, and your body is tapping into the extra resource, what's there, stored source of energy, fat. So that's the high intensity cardio. So the triangle of the fat loss: nutrition, strength, and the cardio. All right, folks, so let's talk about the strength. And before I do that, I'm looking at my notes. So I'm going to walk with you in the gym, and we're going to come back here. Are you ready? So what to do when you walk in the gym? So this is the question. All right, so when you walk in the gym, you see about 3 types of different weightlifting equipment, if I may say. So the first type, I'm going to switch it around. So you're going to see it. Okay. So the first type, what you see is really the weightlifting machines. There are so many of them in the gym, and you see some cardio machines. There are plenty of them. In this particular gym, they are kind of red color coded. So the beauty of these machines is that you can actually see the name, you can see what to do, what muscles working on. In this particular, it's a shoulder press. You see the picture, how to start, how to finish, what muscles are working, instructions what to do. So it helps you with the form. You know how to sit down and you know what to do. No instructions needed. You can do it on your own. So many of those machines. A little bit of danger here: if your body is not yet conditioned, you may pull heavier weight that your body needs, and you can actually pull the muscle or hurt yourself. That will not be pretty. So the second type of weights that we have for strength training in any gym, we call it free weights. I'm going to walk towards them a little bit. So the free weights we have, gentlemen is working, barbells, we have dumbbells by the mirror, and some gyms we have it at the end. In there we've got some kettlebells and the weight balls, medicine balls, all sorts of free weights. So again, with the free weights, you really have to know the form. You have to know what you're doing. And if you don't, it's easy to injure yourself. It's easy to hurt. If you don't know, again, I recommend to start with a professional. And you heard me, I said 3 types of weights. What will be the 3rd type of weight, which is my favorite? You carry it with you every day, every single minute. What will that be? What will that be? Some of you may guess it's the weight loss. So I'm looking right there at the distance. What you see, the distance is a space where we use for your own body weight training. Of course, you can use it also with some free weights, barbells and dumbbells. I'm going to show you one equipment that will be easy to show. So this one is called suspension strap, or the TRX. So this is the equipment that is designed to work on your own body weight. So these equipment and anything really, the body weight is my favorite, because what happens is, if you know how to manage your own body weight, your body is conditioned to handle your own body weight. That's the best way to start your strength training, to continue to help your body really utilize your own weight. I do not ever recommend to start on any heavy weight, sometimes not even machines, if your body is not yet conditioned to handle your own weight. So what do you think? How does it land on you? Do you agree? High intensity, please. Yes. So if you put the comment high intensity, I will send you the article. So 3 types of weight. If you asking a question, how do I start? Start with your own body weight. By the way, just a few weeks ago, I trained a class in Las Vegas, and it was just only designed to handle your own body weight. It is on my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. So if you're curious about that workout, and if you cannot find it, just put it in the comments, workout, and I'm going to send it to you. So whoever posts a comment, I'll connect with you personally, and I'll send you all these resources. Body weight. Besides, with your own body weight, you can always adjust, you can alternate, and if you're watching that workout, you have any limitations, please be careful. I always say, listen to your body, use your breath. You know your body the most. If you feel something you are not conditioned to do, never do it. If in doubt, either don't do it or go low on weight. Okay, so those are the general recommendations. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions? Let me see. Okay. Stephanie, I just got your question in a personal message. We will talk about that. All right, folks, I'm sorry for the shaking phone. I have to hold it today because of the different lighting, but I hope you're okay with that. Folks, the point number 3 is very important. Good for everyone and anyone to know. There are different stages of how to condition your body for fitness. It is so important not to miss the stages. Please listen carefully. Whether you're starting or you feel like you're confident in the workouts, please know, especially if you're starting, please do not consider to heavy lift right away. The number 1 stage for helping your body in fitness, how strange it may sound, is the stability or / balance. Is helping your body with stabilizing while you're exercising. I'll just give you an example. Imagine you're standing straight with your feet shoulder wide, you're just standing straight. Well, actually, have your feet close to each other. Then close your eyes and pick up 1 foot. Stand on 1 foot, actually whether you have your eyes closed or opened, and stand there for 30 seconds and notice how your body is behaving to the balance challenge. We really want to emphasize that our body is conditioned for stability and the balance. There's so many options. Okay, so if you have questions, what will that be? Go ahead and even type on Google stability or balance exercises. You will have so many of them. It is important exercise, even if you're on the advanced stages of your fitness. But if not, that's where you start. That's where you utilize your own body weight quite a bit, extensively, and it's very important. Sometimes this stage takes 1 month or 3 months. It depends. All right, so the next stage, and we can slowly introduce it either even within the balance or stability phase, is the strength. So which means you're using weights. If you've never used weights like free weights, or you're not sure with the machines, ask the fitness professional, okay? They will really help you at least to get started. So the strength training, you're paying attention, is not the number one phase, but it's really very important, okay? And the third phase would be the power. You can ask me, what's the power? Good example is the kids. Kids run, they jump. It's all this, we call it plyo, where you push yourself really fast, jumps on one foot, squat jumps, all sorts of fast-paced activities, fast-paced exercise. This is your power exercise, where you explicitly express your power with the body, okay? It's not the first phase, it's not the second phase, it's the last phase. Well, I can't say last, it's the phase number 3. That's where your body is conditioned to do that. If you're just starting exercise and your knees are kind of hurting, your back is sore because you sit a lot at the office, don't even start there. Start with stability, with your own body weight. Condition your body through those gradual stages. Sometimes it takes a few months. And if you're one of the folks who would like to grow some muscles, the hypotrophy, that's the stage for growing muscle, actually kind of sits in between the strength and power, okay? But again, the balance and stability, you can utilize it at any stage and at any stage of your life as well. I love those because this is your own body. You can do so much. And that's actually the ones where I feel in my own power, because I know I can do so much with my own body. It's amazing. All right. So humbling, trying to stand on one foot with closed eyes. Indeed, it is challenging to stay on one foot with closed eyes. Here you go. It's your balance and stability. Thank you, Nadia. I have another meeting, gotta go. Cardio, strength, power, talk to you soon. Yes, ma'am. All right, folks, that is actually about what about the fitness. I know this topic is very in-depth. I did my best to give you an overview. That's how you start. That's how you continue. And this is Grace.
Hello.
Grace for walking in. All right. So no matter what your goal is, no matter what your why is, there's a certain way how you progress your body through the exercise. Please make sure you go safe. If you have questions, ask a professional. But know your goal, know your why, know the system, understand that it is like any habit change. It takes time. It's important to go through all the stages, the foundation, the second stage, the third maintenance stage. How you burn this fat, it's not just by walking the treadmill, it's the triangle of nutrition, the strength training, and the cardio, high intensity cardio, where your body taps into that extra burn. And also stages of exercise: balance, stability, strength, hypotrophy, and power. Please be very mindful. Listen to your body. You know the best what your body needs. Always ask yourself a question: how is my body feeling? Do not rush through the exercise, especially if it's something new or you're just starting. The slower the better, to give your body a mind-muscle connection. If you have any questions, please let me know in the chat or in a personal message. And again, if you know anyone who would like daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey, invite them to Friends and Health Facebook group. I am excited that we are going to have fitness challenge. That will be amazing. Please let me know. Send me a personal message how you would like to see this challenge happening. Only upon our feedback, we're going to create a challenge. All right, and if you feel that you need some support with nutrition, we do have Prove It Challenge for 30 days, feel amazing, or your money back. That's also available. If you live nearby me, I'm in East Plano, Texas. Here I am every morning. Hey folks, from 5 a.m. till about noon. Today is an exception. I'm here. Go ahead and make an appointment and ask me all the questions that you got. Okay, if there's anything else, please leave me a comment. But before you go, what was your main appreciation? Maybe some aha from this talk? I will be very excited to hear or read that. Thank you for all who is listening, for all your comments, for your attention, and I will see you next week.